name comes from? Katie does. Go on. Can you explain it, Katie?
Air and sunlight.
Yeah, cool. Okay, right. It's a reference to photosynthesis. I'm a biology teacher, and when plants take in carbon dioxide from the air, they use sunlight to break that carbon dioxide up into the carbon and the oxygen atoms. The oxygen comes out, we breathe in. This is very nice. The carbon gets made into glucose, sugar. And then that glucose is used to make proteins and carbohydrates and fats and nucleic acids, DNA, RNA, all that stuff. So animals then come along and eat the plants, and they make their bodies, we make our bodies, out of those molecules that the plants have made. And all of those molecules consist of strings of those carbon atoms which originally came out of the air. So in a very real and scientifically plausible way, we are all spun from air and sunlight. That's where the name comes from. I wasn't going to do that today, but I just thought after that introduction.
I'm glad you did.
It is at school.
But,
Yeah, I've had French lesson.
That's okay, though.
education is an ongoing thing.
No, how good.
So, last month I had a theme. I'm not going to repeat that because it's a bit rude. This month I have another theme, and the theme is being put in my place.
Damn.
But again, probably not what you're thinking. I sit, supported by grey earth bone, life-giving beauty surrounding my senses. I feel its breath, cool against my skin. Its voice calling to me, telling truths I almost understand. The dance of leap and foam, of swirl and rippled light holds my eyes. The air is charged by its presence, filled with comfort, with the scent of life, of peace, of home. Adorned in moss, with yellow and white jewels sewn in by the magic of sunlight and soil. Here and there, a flash of purple, with delicate hanging bells or dainty violet buttons. Here, I am welcomed, gently embraced, reminded that I am alive and that all life is connected. One spirit, born to love. In the woods, I stand beneath a calling ocean, surrounded by summers past, made firm and tall by nature's alchemy. Fire, air and water are captured and held in the slow-growing memory of living. Threads and fibres run deep and wide, bringing earth through connections and coalitions that spread in a web of shared presence. There is a welcome, an acceptance of being that calms, drawing in, matching heartbeats to the slow rhythm, the sighing song of peace beneath a calling ocean. This is not about the woods. I am the tide, moving along my path, steady, reliable, inexorable. I do not leap or fly, flashing from point to point like fire. I rise and ebb, following the allotted rhythm. Drawn by moon and sun, I roll across my liminal space, leaving my mark at the edge, carrying all before me. I am the breath of the ocean, have always been, will always be. I am the eternal, the ephemeral, the beat to the song of life. Where land meets sea, stay back. Do not wander too far, else you be caught in my folds and breathe your last in water. I am the tide, moving along my path, steady, reliable, inexorable. There's a couple now that I wrote on a journey to Manchester by train. Today, I have seen the shadows of sky snakes cutting through feathers of ice, creating gaps, sharp-edged spaces in a field of glowing white. Formed from flight, these lines are laid far straighter than the sinuous windings of earthbound serpents. These harbingers of forked-tongued freedom leap in joyous abandon from departure to arrival. Unconcerned by scenery, they balance on air, driven onward by the energy of eons past. Inside sit minds, carried so fast, time itself becomes unstuck. How many need of the speed? How many think of impact, of fire and flood and fear? How many look beyond a wing to see the shadow drawn across the morning sky? I am travelling alone, surrounded by people. Our tube of comfort holds 36 seated. There's no sound from within, only the vibrant hum of motors and the hiss of metal wheels on rail. Each sits in a bubble, vacant window stare or ardent screen face warning off interaction. I'm no better. Hiding behind my pen, I busy myself inside to avoid making contact. Why? Why are we so averse to a casual conversation? Why do we avoid each other's souls? I wonder, what are we so afraid of that we sit in careful isolation as our vessel rolls along? This is not about journey.
Sorry.
I love you're so interactive, Katie. It's fab. Rain on windows and warm blankets started the day, followed by prayers and hot water. A drive through wind and storm's murky light to a workshop. Then, woodsmithing. Apprentice fingers feeling, finding the line in grain and growth. Chainsaw, grinder, sander, jigsaw, learning to feel the form, the flow. Using the past, recorded in form and pattern to create the new. Working with, not forcing, revealing beauty, always present, but coyly hidden from view. Finally, the brush. The script comes forth as line and mark appear. The words of our mother stand clear upon the surface. A message from the past to the future, simply stated, look within for beauty. It is always there. Fog. The world is soft, impressionist, blurred away. Only the close, the immediate, the instant has clarity. Attention is focused, disregarding the distant. Normally, unobserved detail stands out. Shapes and edges have more presence, more hold in this hazy world. Invited to pay attention, sight is heightened, even as sound is muffled, by a sky fallen to earth. In this close space, worry has no hold. Time and distance merge and fade into the fog. Tired and aching, I unbutton my day, slipping gratefully out of activity and into sleep. I'm careful to ensure all my cares, all my tiny worries and stress stay in the pockets, ready to be dealt with tomorrow. Folded on the back of a chair, my day looks sorted, finished for now, but waiting to be picked up and re-entered when the time comes. Grateful for a gift we rarely acknowledge, I dress myself in sleep. Its sweet oblivion gently leading me to rest and renewal. some point, you have to stop and look around and experience the world as it actually is. And realise it's amazing. The world is a fabulous place. It's full of gifts. Winds roar and ocean songs surround me in waves, lifting me up, wiping away thought, untying the carefully constructed knots, the straps and cords that hold the dam in place. Released, emotions flow free, grief and pain in a river of tears. Then memory and gratitude. Like a glorious sunrise, blazing in exuberance above everything. Years of joy are recalled in its light, reflecting the splendour of love lived. Returning, my eyes open to darkness. Deep grey fading into foamy white before me. I turn to lights reflected from the sand. Enchanted, like a newborn spirit, I walk on water, grateful for the gifts I have been given. And finally, take a chance. Think clearly for a time. Ignore the voice in your head. That dire predictor of doom is lying. Stillness, stasis, status quo is comfortable, safe, but ultimately an illusion. Things can't stay the same. Birth, growth, life, and death happen. Our lives are made of spirals, ever expanding, absorbing experiences, places, people. You can make the spiral tighter, each line almost on top of the last. Sit in your imagined circle, serene and secure in whirling stillness. The truth is, the lines are getting tighter, contracting and squeezing you till there's no life left. So, take a chance. Rejoice in the changes. Let your life expand, because you are unlimited.